Greetings, legendary readers. Welcome to Larry's Legendary Library, where I explore science fiction, fantasy, and other bits and bobs. Those of you that have been regular viewers of my channel know that I seem to have a problem of buying books. I frequently have a book haul video every week. This week will be no exception. I had opportunity to go to Indiana to visit family. It was kind of a last minute plan. And while there, I went to Carmel Library, where they have a used bookstore. And I found a lot that interested me, and I bought a lot. And now I will share those with you. I'll start off with bits and bobs, then science fiction, and end with fantasy. Just one bits and bobs. Richard Castle, Heat Rises. My wife and I have enjoyed watching that show, and I've picked up, I think this is the 6th book in the series that I've picked up, so more mystery. And so anyway, I was glad to get that. Mars Trilogy by Edgar Rice Burroughs. It has the Princess of Mars, the Gods of Mars, the Warlord of Mars. So I was also glad to pick that up. And then Shadows of Eternity by Gregory Benford. Looks like a space opera. Jack McDivitt calls it a wild ride. Greg Bear, Take Back the Sky. This is a library book, so, it's got the stamp on it. I'll try to clean this up as best I can. Some of of course, at a library sale, you'd expect them to be library books, but some of them are donated or in cleaner copies than regular library copies. Dichronauts, Greg Egan. David Brin, Glory Season. I've read some short stories by him and enjoyed them, and so I also try to pick up the novels where I can. Hannu Rajaniemi, collected fiction, just a series of short stories. He wrote The Quantum Thief, which I read and enjoyed. The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. I already had this, but I had given it to someone, and so now I have another copy. Iain M. Banks, Consider Phlebas. I have read this on the Kindle, but I didn't have a physical copy, so I'm glad to pick that up. And the next book, Use of Weapons, Iain M. Banks. People on BookTube have commented that this is even better than the first one, and I enjoyed the first one, Consider Phlebas, so I'll look forward to reading that sometime. Charles Stross, Quantum of Nightmares, a novel in the world of the Laundry Files. And then 5 by Jack Campbell. I've collected the Lost Fleet in paperback, and I got 5 of these Beyond the Frontier in the Lost Fleet series in hardback. Missing the first one, but I've got the next 5. So this is the Lost Fleet Beyond the Frontier Dreadnought. And Invincible. And Guardian. And Steadfast. And Leviathan. So certainly some great science fiction pickups. Now let's jump into some fantasy. The Bear by R.A. Salvatore, Saga of the First King. This is a neat pickup. The Sharing Knife Horizon, Volume 4, Lois McMaster Bujold. Inside the front, somebody's written very good to excellent, and it's signed. So I thought that was really a cool pickup. George R.R. Martin, Suicide Kings, a Wild Cards novel, kind of a different kind of superhero. It's edited by Martin, and several other authors pitched in, Daniel Abraham, S.L. Farrell, and others. So, did I show that already? The Night by Gene Wolfe, Book 1 of The Wizard Knight. I read the first 4 books of the Book of the New Sun and really enjoyed it. So I'll pick up Gene Wolfe when I see him. And I picked up another in the Recluse Saga by L.E. Modesitt Jr., The Mage Fire War. So that's a great pickup for me. Pierce Anthony, Kilobyte. And then several by Stephen Lawhead. I'd read the Pendragon Cycle and really enjoyed those books, and so when I see some of his other books, I'll pick them up. The Endless Night, Song of Albion, Book 3. Tuck. Scarlet. And Hood. And some Anne McCaffrey. I picked up the Pern books as I see them, and so I got a couple of these, and then another one, Dragon's Kin by Anne McCaffrey and Todd McCaffrey. Dragon Heart, same authors. And then Deluge, Book 3 of the Twins of Pataby. I have some of the original series of those Pataby books, but none of the Twins of Pataby. So another good pickup. Some Terry Brooks. The Voyage of the Jurali. I'm not sure how to say that. Shannara, Ilswitch. I really would like to read the Shannara books, and so I picked those up in preparation for when I do get around to reading them. High Druid of Shannara, Tanaquil. Legends of Shannara, the Measure of the Magic. The Tangle Box, Magic Kingdom of Landover novel. And then I will end with a bunch of Raymond D. Feist. King of Foxes, Conclave of Shadows, Book 2. Exile's Return, this is Book 3 in the same series. So I believe it's a trilogy, and I just lack Book 1 now. Wrath of a Mad God, Book 3 of the Dark War saga. Condor the Assassins, Book 2 of the Rift War Legacy. King of Ashes, Book 1 of the Firemane saga. At the Gates of Darkness, Book 2 of the Demon War saga. So a lot of pickups of bits and pieces of different series. Rage of the Demon King, Volume 3 of the Serpent War saga. And then finally, A Kingdom Besieged, Book 1 of the Chaos War saga. Well, that is my big pickup of library, used bookstore in a library in Carmel, Indiana. It was a lot of fun. Picked up what I think are a lot of great books. Let me know which of these you think are the standouts and which ones I should push to the top of my TBR. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay legendary.